From the site that many call the loudest in the NFL, we are inside Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle with Drew Brees and the New Orleans Saints. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Ready? You ready? 56 is the mark. Here we go. Hey, kill. Ready, back.
A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Ready. Mark 56. Mark move.
Off the play fake to Kamara, it's Brees. And this is a catch by Ted Ginn. 12 yards there, good for a Saints first down.
And another thing that makes a comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Kill. Check. 56 to Mark. Bravo. Check 56.
Throwing on first down is Brees. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Off the edge, the sack by Reggie Ragland. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Brees. He's going to rifle into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller, and his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it for the first time with Williams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Now, meanwhile, here's a second down throw that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. The defense stiffens to force 4th down following that first down gain of 8. Now here's Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. So they give it up just on their side of midfield. And, yeah, I mean, a surprising decision there to go for that.
Must have a lot of confidence in his defense. Must feel like, hey, we're in great shape here because our defense can hold them because they're really outside of field goal range now, right? The opposite team. So if you hold them here, you haven't given up any points. You may give up a punt and you're pinned down a little bit, but must have thought it was an okay spot to go for it and decided to be aggressive.
They go back to Murray on first down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Kill. 0-2. Go.
On 2nd and 9. Breeze. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. On third down, Murray. And he will not get what he needed as he stops short of the first down at around the 22. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. They had quite a hole to dig out of there on third and long. Not able to get the first, but a pretty good-sized run.
A really good run, but how much confidence do you have in your next play call that you can sell to the head coach? Let's go get it on fourth down. Do you really have a play you believe in, or you just hope for it? And you got to sell it to the big man before it gets called.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on fourth down, and my goodness, incomplete. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires, and the Chiefs' defense comes up with a stop. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 22. Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. Accelerating, and off he goes. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Tyreek Hill, 78 yards, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. That is a dangerous combination right there as we are learning quickly. Mahomes to Hill.
And think about the number of ways that they are dangerous, because Hill can run past anyone, so he can throw it all the way downfield to him. But also on the shorter catches, as we saw here, catch it underneath, catch it in front of someone, he makes a move or uses his speed, and he's still gone. Either way, he can go the distance.
And either way, good luck.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Four receivers to keep tabs on here. 3 of them to the right side on 2nd and 5. Throwing now is Breeze. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Reggie Ragland able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, it's Breeze. The open man is Smith. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Here's Breeze. It's caught. Smith.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
Good kill. 53. Hey, easy. Watch a slat. Watch a slat. Watch a slat.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. The Kansas City defense tough to throw on there, and now it's 4th down. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So they do get 3 points, but that's now 3 drives with only the 3 points, not a ratio that's going to win you many ball games.
Not at all, Brandon. And think about it this way. We all know payoff is the key, right? And wouldn't we love to have the concession on every T-shirt that's been printed in football that says finish on it? Because that's the mantra everywhere. Got to be able to finish drives, put points on the board.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. I mean, that's what you worked on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
From the 22, Mahomes, and they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Mahomes. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion. Kind of
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report, but business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 3rd and long, it's Mahomes. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. P.J. Williams with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. How about that for a little jolt right before intermission?
You talk about taking momentum into the half with you, and so many teams have an emphasis on trying to score in the last 2 minutes of a half to carry that with them. It's not often talked about scoring on defense, though. That's extra mode.
And now they may take the lead into the locker room as well. Lutz with the extra point, and the lead is now 10-7. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs' offense about set to begin this drive.
Hey, watch your leg. Switch it. Go leg.
Now Mahomes to try again after the pick six. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Sammy Watkins, 84 yards. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Butker now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30.
Let's go.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
Looking to throw on second down. Breeze. He's got his all-pro receiver, Michael Thomas. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Ready? You ready? 56. Check 56.
Breeze now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Sammy! Watch the shot!
Breeze leaves this one with Kamara. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. The first down run got 5. Here's second and 5. Now Breeze. And he rifles one incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
They come up now, 3rd and 5, following the incomplete pass.
Hey, Echo!
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. That's to his running back, it's Alvin Kamara. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
55-56. Hey, kill. Hey, shoot.
On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Saints 10.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
49.
To throw again on second down. Mahomes. This is complete to Watkins on the slant. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now Williams. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. On second and 9, Mahomes. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on third and 9. It's Williams on the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 43. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Williams. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. First down for the Chiefs. Solid chunk of yardage. 17 on the play.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play. Throwing on second and 14. Mahomes. And he's got it. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down. A give to Kamara running right. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. Second down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. Breeze now to throw. And Ginn's got it. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 10 yards, good for his Saints first down.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, You enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
Running with Kamara. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you, because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play, because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Breeze now. And Thomas has it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. We have played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. We're back now in KC. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Toss play, Kamara. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But the bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball, because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. To throw, it's Breeze. And that's caught by Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now Breeze again. And this one complete to Smith. And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there, good for a Saints 1st down. To throw is Breeze. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu, there defensively to make the play.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
To throw again on 2nd down. Breeze. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They slapped the double coverage on him, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Now Breeze on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Chris Jones able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. He hit his first, this one from 40 yards out. And Lutz's kick is good. And the drive will wind up yielding 3. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3 and out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
On second down, Williams. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Chiefs on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Williams. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Damian Williams, 72 yards. Now the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who's a complete guy who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
So Brees going to lead the Saints up here, 1st and 10 at their own 15.
Check it back.
Here's Murray now as they run it to start the drive. And not much there at all. He's up only to about the 16-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 16-yard line.
Ready, 95-56.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Watch the twist. Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Brees. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 45.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
To throw, it's Mahomes. It's Hill, complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They'll go for it. It's Mahomes taking a deep shot here. And this is caught. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 42 yards. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead. The extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.